Hey everybody, I'm just sitting here nibbling on these giant ragweed seeds, and I'll let you know how they taste by the end of this video. You just got to watch it all the way through. I started off with just wanting to show you 2 plants, but I have 3 now. So this video is going to have 3 plants. They're some of the most annoying weeds that everybody has, in Texas at least. Some of them are around the country, but I just wanted to show you some good uses for these plants that are, maybe really annoying to a lot of people. Anyway, let's get started on that. I just wanted you to know it's gonna say 2 plants, but I've got 3 here. So, all right, we'll see you in a minute. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm gonna show you 2 plants. This first one is gonna be the Silverleaf Nightshade. You see it there with those little purple flowers on it, and I've always called them goat weeds my whole life, but they're called Silverleaf Nightshade, and some people call them hogwarts. They just look like this. I don't really touch them because they have these little spines on them. You can't really even see them probably on this video, but they're just little stickers that, oh, there you can see one right there, probably. There it is. Probably it's at the top left of your screen, kinda. The top left of the screen there, you can see one. Just a little thorn that sticks out. But they'll surprise you because you'll have them stuck in your finger or hand, and you'll have to have tweezers to get them out. But this plant's not edible. Somebody commented the other day because they saw one of these in the background while I was filming something else, and they said, "Oh, those purple flowers look good. Why don't you eat them?" Because they're poison. So, a little chicken there. The birds love these, but you can't eat them. According to Merriweather, the guy that runs the Foraging Texas website, which I recommend anybody look at, it's really good. But it has a list of plants on there and everything. But according to him, the Native Americans may have used this plant as a medicinal plant to cause someone to have fever, which would overheat their body, but it would also kill off maybe a virus or some kind of bacterial infection they might have. But I don't recommend it, and I have no idea what the percentage would have been on something like that. I just know that if you eat them, you'll most likely overheat yourself and cause brain damage or die. So that's what this is, except if you have a lot of these, you can expect a lot of wild birds to be around. So that's your use for these, is that if you do have a good crop of these, then you could expect this fall to maybe have some wild game birds, like some quail or maybe some doves will come around, and you'll have some birds to hunt. So let me show you another plant here. Look, here's the second one. This is called a Cockle Burr, and it's actually right next to this Silverleaf Nightshade, both of these plants. By the way, here's the little seed thing on the Silverleaf Nightshade there. It grows those. That's just something else to know. But this is a Cockle Burr, and this is a little one here. Now I'm going to take you over and show you a big one. Now here's a full-grown Cockle Burr plant, and it's huge. Let me show you the bigger leaf, one of the bigger leaves on it. Here's a fully uneaten leaf, but it fits. You look at, there's my hand, regular size adult hand. The leaves are huge. So I'll let this grow in my yard here, because what I do is, if you ever feel these leaves, the leaves feel like sandpaper. So what I do is use them to scrub out like buckets, and I even wash dishes with them sometimes. It saves napkins. Doesn't save toilet paper. Don't ever try to use them as toilet paper. But they'll get out of control if you don't control them. So my recommendation is just grow one. And they're not an edible plant. So that's just, they have that one use of kind of as a cleaning tool. And if you're just ever out camping, you might see one and use it to scrub out some of your stuff while you're camping. It works perfect for that. All right, I got this dirty bowl here. I'm gonna put just a little water in there just to get it wet, just for fun. And then I can just take this leaf, just you know, it's like the kind of got a sandpaper feel to it, and I just scrub it out. This edge has kind of got a little, oh look, here's this side of it. Let's just clean this side of it too. I'll just clean that off there, do a little scrub on it. Just scrub it down. This is just like anything you could do with a washcloth, or maybe a little better. You know, except the difference is you're not spending money on napkins or paper towels or anything like that. You're just out here cleaning it off. It helps clean everything out. So, I mean, there you go. You got a pretty clean bowl there. And that works good enough out here in the wilderness and saves on paper towels. All right, well, I got one more bonus plant. What you're looking at right here is giant ragweed, and that's also known as bloodweed. It's the worst enemy of most farmers, or really anybody, because look how tall it grows, and it just takes over. It's just, this is the end of my chicken pen. It makes a good cover for them, so it's not a big deal. Once it gets going, this is the top part of it. The stem's pretty thick. This thing will grow like 15 feet. Down at the bottom, it'll get to be like a little tree if you're not careful with it. So you got to get it young if you wanted to get rid of it. There's a couple of things that you can do with this. One is it's an astringent. Some people say you could put it on a wound and it would help close that wound up. I don't know if this is the strongest one. I think yarrow would be better for that. I have not tried this yet, but you see these little seeds? It's supposed to seed out in the fall, but we're in August right now. I'm gonna clip these seeds off right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take this little, I took this whole little seed string right here, and that's one of the things that spreads it around is wildlife and livestock will at least browse this a little bit, and so of course that helps spread it around, but it spreads itself pretty good. And if you look, these seeds are kind of sneaky. You can't really see them until you're actually looking for them. So you think, oh, this is just a weed, but you got seeds going everywhere. So the deal is, the seeds are supposed to be gluten-free and loaded with protein and oil, which is a huge survival thing. A lot of scientists believe the Indians actually farmed this plant. Well, it would make sense considering it's everywhere where I'm at, and it supposedly grows all around the United States. I think that's it. If you got something out of this video, go ahead and like, but if you have any comments, also put those down below. All right, I went ahead and brought this up a little closer because the interesting thing is when you look at these little spores or seeds, whatever you want to call them, a little closer, they look like little flowers. I'm gonna take a still shot and put it on Instagram. This is August right now, so I've been told they're supposed to seed out in the fall. So maybe there's more development that needs to be done on these seeds. It'll be interesting to see in September and October what the plants develop. But this is what it looks like right now. And I'm gonna take one off of here and eat it. I've already eaten one. I'm just eating a little pod of it, and it's got a little like a little spice flavor to it, kind of a little spicy, almost like the first bite it's almost like pepper, and then it kind of goes to like kind of an herbal flavor, and then your final aftertaste is, most people are not going to like this one. The final aftertaste is like whenever you mow your yard and you smell ragweed. That's, to me, what the final aftertaste is, with a little bit of a pepper flavor. So, I mean, it's not terribly bad, but you know, if the Native Americans harvested this and ate it, I'm interested to see how that affects allergies and actually how it turns out in the fall. So I'll keep you updated on what it looks like, what it turns out to be this fall. But I mean, they're not too bad to eat. And then just check out that close-up shot, because I don't know how good it's gonna get on this camera, check out that close-up shot I put on Instagram. Obviously it's Brazos Forager. So I'll see you guys in the next video.